Okay, we're going to talk about three-dimensional shapes like this. Okay, do you remember this was called a prism? Okay. On these three-dimensional shapes, they have edges, they have faces. All of these are faces. Okay, all of them are faces, the flat parts. And then every shape that's a prism has two bases on the ends. Okay, so this is a base and then this is a base. Okay, and then this part right here all the way around, these four rectangles, that's the lateral area of this shape. Okay, lateral is this part, like I said, those four rectangles, and then plus the bases equal to the total surface area. Do you understand what surface area is? Basically, if I open this up, it's the surface area of this net. Okay, so surface area, like if you had a basketball, surface area would be the basketball itself, not the air inside. Okay, the Coke can, but not the Dr. Pepper, or not the Coke inside. Okay, so surface area is all of the outside covering of something. Okay, so you would take the lateral area plus the two bases and you would get the total surface area. Okay, if you wanted the volume, then there's volume formulas as well. Volume would tell you how much is inside totally. Like if this was filled up with water, what's the volume? Okay, so if it was a cylinder like a Dr. Pepper, then it would be including the Dr. Pepper itself. Okay, basketball, it would include the air if you're talking about volume. Okay, so this is a prism, and they're named by the shape of their base. Okay, so this is a rectangular prism. Okay, rectangular prism. This one right here has bases that are triangles. Okay, so this is a triangular prism. Okay, you've got the lateral area, you know, these three faces or whatever is the lateral, plus the two outside areas of the bases would include the total surface area. Okay, this one is a pentagonal. Okay, pentagonal prism because it has pentagons on the outside, and then it has the lateral. You know, all of these prisms have rectangles for the lateral part, right? Okay. All right, and then this is a hexagonal prism. Okay, hexagonal. All right, so those are prisms. Here's a cylinder. Okay, here's a cylinder. The bases here and here are circles. Okay, then the lateral part is this rounded part. Okay, and so open this up. If you took this net out, it would look like that. Okay, it's actually the round lateral part. The lateral part is actually a rectangle. See it? If I spread it out, that's a rectangle, and then the top and the bottom, the bases are circles, right? So if you needed the surface area, you'd have to have the area of the two circles plus the area of this rectangle, and it's in the formula chart, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so all of these shapes have a height. Okay, H-E-I-G-H-T, a height. Okay, the height of this shape is from base to base. So that is the height. Even if it's laying on its side, that's the height. Okay, the height is from this base to that base. So this is the height right here. Okay, so from base to base, this is the height from here to here. Okay, so in a cylinder, the height would be from this base to this base, from the circle to the other circle. Okay, so the height is, if it's standing up, it'd be here to here, or if it's laying down, it's from here to here, just straight across. Okay, so that is height. What else? Let's see. Let's look at the formula chart. Okay, the formula chart, very important. At the top, you can see you've got circumference, right? Then you've got, you know, like I said, these two circumference formulas. Then you've got area of all these different shapes. You know the triangles, 1/2 base times height. And then another one that we've been using here recently is the regular polygon formula, and here's the circle formula, pi r squared, right? Okay, so let's talk about surface area. That's the outside covering of a three-dimensional shape, right? And here's the lateral part, right? The lateral formulas for each one, for a prism, a pyramid, a cylinder, a cone, and a sphere. Of course, a sphere does not have a lateral part because there's no bases, right? So a prism, you would multiply P times H to get the lateral part. Like if I had this prism right here, I would multiply capital P times the height. The height is from here to here. Oh, what's P? What's capital P? Well, it's the perimeter of the base. Like if this was 4, 4, 4, and 4, yeah, 4, 4, 4, and 4, then the perimeter of the base would be 16. If the height was 5, okay, then 16 times 5 would give you the lateral area. That would be the area of these, it would be the area of these 4 rectangles, the lateral area. And then if you wanted to get the bases in there and get the total surface area, see how this is total surface area? Okay, then you would go, you'd do the same thing as you did over here, right? pH, that would be the lateral area, and then you add in the 2 bases, okay? Whatever the bases are, okay? Capital B is the area of the base, okay? And capital P is the perimeter of the base. Okay, so if you wanted the total surface area, you would find out what the lateral area is, the P times the H. Like I said, it could have been 4. It could have been 4, 4, 4, and 4, and you add them up, 16, and then the height's 5, be 80. So that's 80 there times 2B. Okay, B is the area of this base. Okay, remember the area of the base was this side times this one, right? Because that would be 4 times 4. So 16 for the area of the base. So 16 times 2 would be 32, plus this was 80, so it'd be like 112. Okay, so that's the kind of thing that we're going to be doing. Capital P in all of these problems is perimeter of the base. Perimeter of the base. Okay, in cylinders, their bases are going to be circles, right? So if you have a circle, then the perimeter of this would be the circumference formula, right? Okay, that's why it's 2 pi r, okay? But if they wanted the total lateral area, then it would be 2 pi r times the height, which is h, okay? Anyway, we'll talk about this again. And then here's the surface area formula for a sphere. You know, a sphere is just a baseball or a basketball, or, you know, it's a 3D circle in a way, if you want to put it that way. And then here's the volume formulas down here. The big B means area of the base times the height for a prism. Okay, and then here's a sphere. You just need the radius is all you need, then plug it in, then cube it, and then times the pi, and then times 4 divided by 3 to find that. Okay, so that's kind of an overview.